Hi, I'm John. This is my show, Orange is the New Black Cards. Now, this is a episode that Neo had just released this morning talking about the WWE Prism, and I guess there's a issue with a John Cena Color Blast card that had been bought at an auction, but then the person backed out of the auction because he had offered $11,000, and then at the same time another one had went and sold for like $7,000. So in making this video, it's not like, I don't have a script. And this is the thing about making videos like this and why when these other people make a video and stuff, even though they don't have a script that they're reading off of, in which the way that they have the discussion that they're discussing, it's like very formatted. It's like it follows in the planned like way of how they speech, their speech patterns, right? So it's kind of easier for them to do that. Now this is a video, what makes it difficult to make video, and I think this is one of the reasons why people don't make videos like this, because it's difficult to actually give your opinion, to actually have thoughts about this and trying to relate it into a video, right? I already know that this video, it's going to be difficult for me to get out all my points and stuff, right? I don't know. And so I just come and I try and do it and shit, right? I try and put a video forth like this and see how it turns out, and that's just the way it's going to be. So first thing I want to say is that Neo is complaining about that the person bought a card for $11,000 and then he backed out of it because one sold for $7,000. And a big part of what I'm saying is that Neo, you're part of the problem why that happened, because you keep coming out here trying to create a comp. You keep trying to show the stats, and you show like the market movers, and you show like that it's a stock, and you're trying to create this false narrative that a card has a value, and that's the value, that's the comp, and everybody has to follow in line with what the comp is. And I say, absolutely not. Comps only matter when you're talking about really high printed cards that there's 1,000 of them out there. Okay, well, if there's 1,000 of them out there, then you're getting frequent sales of that card, which now you can have a relative comp to that card. But the card market is about short print cards. Where the card market is really about short printed cards, which means anything that has like a PSA population of under 100, I would say that falls into short print cards that are available. And the comp prices are not necessarily legitimate because it's not so easy. So you can have a card with a PSA pop count of 100, but you go to eBay, you might only find one or two of them there. Right? So why are you going to force the seller, when he's holding an item that there's only competition with maybe one or two people, why are you going to force that seller to fall in line with what the comp price of what you guys are saying that the comp price is? That's what I'm saying. It's like this whole idea when you're showing your market movers charts and all this stuff, I'm saying that's wrong. It's flat out wrong. When you're talking about short print cards, seller's willing, he can ask whatever the fuck he wants to for it. It doesn't matter like what your comp price is. It's irrelevant. And that's why I don't like when Neo does the charts and stuff. Let's look at the charts and that's the comp. Fuck your stupid comps. We're talking about short printed cards. We're talking about rare cards. Your comps don't fucking apply in this world. So shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear your fucking comp bullshit. It doesn't mean anything. It's like if somebody buys a car, if you buy a car like a muscle car that's been rebuilt, right? And it's like, you buy it on the other side of the country. And then over here, it's like, you don't know the sale price of every single fucking car that's similar to that car. You can get a rough idea of what it is. But if somebody's got a car that he put his time and effort into it, and he knows that car is rare, he can ask $100,000 for it, and he'll wait for somebody who wants that fucking car, because it's like, go find another one. That's the way it works. Okay, you think my car is high priced because you heard about a car similar to this selling across the country for $50,000, and he says, okay, but this one here, this one that I've got, if you want this one, it's going to cost you $100,000. And if you don't like it, go build one your fucking self. Go find another one. This one is rare. I'm going to charge whatever the fuck I want for it, and I don't care what your goddamn comp price is. So your comp bullshit, when you're talking in a market of rare cards, is useless. It's useless. And so you're the problem, Neo. You're saying that the problem is that people aren't paying for it. You're the problem because you're creating a false fucking narrative that there's a comp for that fucking card. So this is Neo. Let's listen to a little bit of this.
Was the Color Blast, the John Cena Color Blast, which is just as big of an indictment on eBay as anything else. The fact that someone could commit to bid to it. The guy ran a longer auction. Someone committed to bid for it for $11K, and then once the auction ended, was like, I'm not paying for this. One sold for $7K. I can't justify this price anymore. That's not how it should work.
Well, is it eBay's fault or is it your fault, Neo, for creating that this is not how it should work? You're the one saying that that's a comp. And it's like, it's not a fucking comp. If the card is fucking rare, then what's the comp? There is no fucking comp. It doesn't matter. It means one guy got a good deal, one guy paid more for it. That's the way it's gonna fucking be. Your comp bullshit is bullshit. That's not eBay's fault that you've got these fucking idiots in here in YouTube being I'm a content creator in YouTube. I'm an influencer and I talk about comps and look at my chart. The chart says this is what it sold for, so that's what it's gotta sell for. You're the fucking problem, Neo. You caused that to happen. The guy who fucking lost that sale for $11,000, that's because the guy who was gonna buy it was listening to goddamn Neo telling him what the comp is. You're the fucking problem. That was your fault.
If you place a bid on an item, that should be a contractual obligation that you are to purchase that item. That's how it works in a real world auction house. If I'm in an auction house bidding on an item with my little paddle, I don't get to back out of that. There's major consequences for backing out of that.
Yeah, so why did he back out of it? That's because there's people like Neo out there saying, the comp, well, this is the comp. Why did he have the fucking ability to, why did he back out of that? Why did he want to back out of it? That's because the card community is pounding into his head what a comp is. Which you are directly responsible for that, Neo. You're involved in this. This is partly your fucking fault.
That. eBay says they're working on it. Please work faster. That is a massive problem in the industry right now.
Well, you work fucking faster, Neo. Stop bringing up your goddamn fucking charts and making your videos and posting commercials on there so you're getting financially fucking rewarded for making those stupid videos, for creating this fucking false narrative of the comp. Don't tell me you're not getting fucking rewarded. You probably got some kind of contract selling market movers fucking subscriptions. I know one time you had some kind of deal on your page saying you would tell people, click on this link. If you're going to go buy from eBay, click on this link and I get a small percentage of it. Don't tell me you're not out here trying to financially fucking gain from sales of all this fucking market movers, sales of eBay fucking sales. You're fucking MySlabs, fucking trying to be a MySlabs rep. You'll fucking be a fucking representative of any fucking company that comes and throws money at you. Are you fucking actually out here justifying and being an advocate to the fucking population, the card market and shit? Or are you being an advocate for your own fucking pocket, trying to be getting endorsement deals?
Auctions not being held to actually purchase it, buyers. And then also, the side aspect of that sale showing up as a sold listing on eBay sold results. Because then that makes it look like a comp. Yes, some of the data tools filter that stuff out.
See, because that makes it look like a comp. There is no fucking comp. They're rare cards. There's no fucking comps. Those are just things that you use to give you an idea, an estimate. It's not a fucking comp, it's an estimate. And if the other person doesn't want to fucking sell you that card at the comp fucking price, if there's only one, well then too bad. You either pay up or you don't get it. But now let me show you a couple other things of what is happening here. So I went to eBay to look and see about these John Cena cards, and there's 4 of them for sale right now. There's 2 of them going at auction, and there's 2 other ones that you could buy at Raw. One is offered, the high price is 10 grand or a best offer. The other one is $5,000 or best offer, right? So First of all, the first thing about these, and it says over there, case hit. So first about what I recognize here is that the people who purchase these boxes are not collectors. They're flippers. Okay? The people who bought the boxes are not collectors. When they got that card, they didn't say, look at what I got. I've got it. I got this for myself. They instantly took that fucking card and put it out on the market, and you can tell that there are no collectors. There aren't any collectors of the people who are purchasing those boxes. There aren't any collectors doing that. This is the problem. This is the problem with the boxes being so high priced, and they're pricing out of the market the collectors. The collectors don't want to go buy the fucking boxes because you don't know what the fuck you're going to get, because maybe the only actual card they want is the John Cena Color Blast. Maybe that's the only fucking card that they want, right? So they don't want to have to go buy fucking 10, 20 fucking cases and not get the card they want. They would rather pay for the one fucking card, right? And so because of that, you're getting these flippers in there who are controlling the fucking market prices and inflating the fucking prices of these boxes, which are pricing out the collectors because the collectors don't want to fucking pay for have all these fucking cards and shit. There's a bigger problem here. Like I said, I didn't write this out, so I don't know perfectly how to explain it. I'm trying to just get close to explaining what's going on, and what I see is these problems that are occurring. These cards you should not have. There's 4 of them. There's 4 of them for sale. Okay, if this card's so fucking rare, why is there 4 of them if there's fucking, this is the case hit, this is a new product that just released, why are there 4 of them for sale on eBay right now? 4 of them. People obviously, they don't care about those fucking cards. So the people that are buying those boxes, they're not collectors. They don't care about the fucking product. They're only in it for the buck. That's what's driving up the prices, which is pricing out the collectors from being able to purchase the boxes, which that's the whole thing that this market is supposed to be about. As a collector, you're supposed to be able to go pick up a box. The companies produce this fucking product. They put it out for sale at a reasonable price. As a collector, I'll go pick up a box. If I get lucky and I get a big score, then that's cool. But if not, I still enjoy all of the other cards that are in the box. But you guys won't let a person as a collector go buy the box because you're inflating the fucking prices of the boxes. So then the collector is priced out of the market. This is a much bigger problem of what's going on here. And then you got people like Neo demanding the comp price. Oh, well, what's the comp? That card sold for this price. That's what it's worth. And it's like, well, I don't know. There's just a bigger fucking picture of all this bullshit that's going on here. And it's like, this card, it's like, is it rare? It's like, how rare is it? Because I know those Color Blast are rare. Those are beautiful fucking cards, right? But if it was a Prism Gold, okay, if it's a Prism Gold, the actual Prism Gold numbered to 10, you're not going to see 4 of them for sale instantly. And he's saying that these other ones just sold. So it's like, what are the real like chase cards and shit? What are the actual rare cards? You get cards like this that they don't, that's the other thing. You get cards like this, they call it a case hit, but they don't print the fucking print run, the number on it. So how fucking rare is it and shit? We don't know, because we don't know if a case hit goes from 20 of a count of being produced with like 20 cards to the next year. Maybe they fucking mark it up to 40 of them. We don't know exactly what the fuck they do and shit like that. There's just tricky shit with all that stuff. So like, that's the other thing. All the cards should be numbered. They should be numbered fucking cards. So I don't like that cards aren't fucking numbered. Why do they do that? Why do they create these short print fucking cards without a number on them? I don't like that either, as far as the companies doing that bullshit, because then they can adjust it. They can adjust what their case hits, and I don't know. There's just something about it that I don't like and shit. It enables them too much fucking flexibility to produce more fucking cards, which actually floods the market with the card that's supposed to be super rare. Like, I'm just saying, I doubt right now that if there's a John Cena Gold, a Prism Gold that's numbered to 10, I doubt that you're going to find 4 of them for sale and shit right now. It would take a while and shit. And if there is 4 of them for sale, it just goes to show you that no collectors are buying those boxes. That's what it shows. There are 0 collectors buying those fucking boxes. That's a fucking problem. That's a problem. There's something wrong there. There's much bigger problems with what's going on in this fucking industry, which is pricing out the collectors. If you price the collectors out of the market, then there is no fucking market. That's a big part about what I'm trying to say here. And the bigger problem of what's going on is you're flooding the collector's market with all these fucking cards that are available. And now everybody wants to have high-end fucking cards. It's like you got this variation. There's too many cards available. There's too many high-end fucking cards. There's a big fucking problem going on. And Fanatics is coming in saying we want to fucking make it 10 times fucking bigger. They're going to flood the market and flood the market. I don't see that fucking work, because what you're going to do is you're going to turn off the actual collectors, the people that actually want the cards, the people that are willing to pay for them. There's going to be a point there where those people are going to turn to something else. They will go put their money in, they'll go and invest in something else. There's some other collectible out there. There's something else that they can purchase. And if people are rising, if they're going to fucking jack up the prices of this shit, there's going to be a point where the collector says, I'm going to invest my money in something else, where it's fucking going to be better for me and shit, right? So now let me show you this other thing. So this is John Cena. He got busted not too long ago because they were releasing a movie, The Fast and Furious. I don't know if it's like number 9, whatever it was, right? So it's one of those Fast and Furious movies. And it was supposed to be like released into like China, which that's a big market now. And these people are all bowing down to China, and because China will say, that's it, your movie's not allowed in here. And then that's going to cost the movie studio billions of dollars and shit, right? So these companies now, they just bow down to that shit, and they allow China to push them around with their money and shit, right? So John Cena said, oh, the movie's going to be released first, like in the country of Taiwan. Now me, I don't know. I didn't know that Taiwan now Taiwan is kind of independent, but then China saying, no, that's part of our country. Taiwan's not an independent country. Taiwan's part of China. And there's it's happening with Hong Kong. And so I know the story. I understand what happened in Hong Kong, that the British invaded and attacked China, and then China said, okay, we'll give you rights to Hong Kong for 100 years. And then that time came up, and now China's saying, okay, now Hong Kong has to come back under the rule of China. So there was all this fighting that took place over there that was going on and stuff, right? Which is still going on. A lot of bullshit stuff going on. So I'm assuming China has fallen into some kind of pattern like that. So one of the things that what I want to say is, I don't know the history of what Taiwan is to China and shit. I don't know. But let's take it in the same context of what's going on with the Ukraine and Russia, okay? Nobody's complaining in the American country, in America, nobody's complaining much about what China did to Hong Kong. And if China goes and does that to Taiwan, then what's going to happen with that stuff? Are we really going to step up and defend Taiwan, or are we going to just back out and say, okay, China, go do what you want and shit, right? So it's one thing, we're not really talking about those issues and shit, right? So same thing over in the Ukraine. Is Ukraine actually a part of Russia? Do they actually have rights to that? Because everybody's over here saying, oh, we stand by Ukraine and we all this stuff. And it's like, well, wait, I don't know the larger story there. Is Ukraine actually a part of Russia? Is it the same thing where China actually owned Hong Kong and China saying they own Taiwan and shit, right? So when they go to take back ownership of that country, are we to actually stand up and say you can't do that? Or would we do that to China? But that's what we're doing to Russia. We're saying, Russia, you can't have the Ukraine. And it's like Russia is saying that's our country and shit. We're taking back our country. That's our country. We're taking back control of it and shit. So I'm saying, we don't know all this shit. And the media fucking does all the bullshit of what they do. They don't tell you the fucking truth. They don't actually tell you what's going on. So let me just show you this little part here with John Cena.
Taiwan is a country. I mean, it's an independent country. John Cena is not alone in Hollywood in towing that line.
必须说，现在就是很重要。我爱更尊重中国，更中国人。
A Late Show has a
the next video that they're saying was a joke video and stuff, right? So John Cena speaks, I think it's Mandarin Chinese. I think that's the language of what he actually speaks. I remember when this happened and stuff, right? But so he came out totally apologizing, saying, "Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know that fucking Taiwan was part of China. I'm so sorry and shit," right? And so it's like, so this is John Cena. Did he stand up for the Taiwanese people? Does he care about those people? The same thing of what's going on with Ukraine and Russia, right? Imagine if John Cena came out right now and did this same exact thing and said, "Oh, I'm sorry, Russia. I'm sorry. I didn't know that the Ukraine was part of your country. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. I respect the Russian people so much," and stuff, right? Imagine if the context of this fucking conversation was taking place with the Ukraine and Russia. Okay? How would then you be looking upon John Cena, and how would he be fucking condemned and villainized throughout the fucking media and shit, right? Do you think people would be paying fucking $10,000 for a John Cena fucking color blast card right now if he had made comments related like this same exact type of comment? If he had done the same exact context but put it in the context of the Ukraine and Russia? No, people would not be paying anything for his cards, but nobody seems to care about what's going on with China and shit, because the fucking government and the media has told you, don't worry about what they're doing. We don't care about what they're doing. We don't care how they torture the fucking people in their countries. We don't care about how they fucking mind control everybody and how they do it. They tell you, we don't care about any of that stuff over here. We let the Chinese do whatever we want. They build in all our stuff for us really cheap because all the American corporations are in bed with them because they're getting all their fucking products of their companies produced over there at fucking really low, cheap prices, and they don't have to pay those people fucking retirement benefits and health benefits and shit, right? China takes care of all that shit. So not only are the companies here getting their product produced at a fucking lower cost, they don't have to pay them retirement benefits and shit. They don't have to pay them healthcare benefits. So they're saving on all that money that should be here in America, build in America, making America strong, supporting the American workers, all that money that should be here supporting the American industry, they've just turned it over to China. And nobody's fucking saying nothing about it. And what do? As soon as there's a new product that's produced, that is being produced in China, you run out and you buy it. And you say, look at me with my new product and shit. Look at me, I spent money, I bought a product, I'm such a good American and shit, right? It's like this whole snowball of bullshit that's fucking going on and shit, and you got fucking Neo complaining about, oh, the comp prices, oh, the sports card market, and then they're all like, don't say fucking Orange is the New Black, don't say his name, don't give him any credit, he'll fucking lift up every other content creator that's out there. Oh, they're such great content creators. Did you see how they came on and they instantly asked for a subscription and to thumb up their video, and then 5 minutes into the video they ran commercials? Oh, what great content creators. They deserve that. They deserve to get fucking they deserve to be representatives of my slabs. And they should get a deal by eBay. They should get a deal by market movers. Oh, because they're such good content creators and they help the fucking community out so fucking much. Neo, you're part of the fucking problem. You fucking bitch. You're a bitch in the fucking real world. You're afraid to ever speak up against anything that actually matters in the world. You don't ever fucking actually help out the fucking community of actual collectors. You do nothing. You want to fall right in line with your fucking speech fucking patterns and what you think that this whole fucking conversation should be about, because you guys control the fucking conversation. And I'm here saying, fuck you. Fuck you, and you're thinking you're some kind of great content creators in this community, and you're fucking controlling the conversation that takes place in this fucking community. Do you hear me, motherfucker? Fuck you.